Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello there, fellow Monster Madness ghouls and goblins. You're currently hearing the voice of a girl with no name, and it's here with very, very clear intentions to sound the alarm. Before you listen any further, beware that frightful spoilers and deliciously explicit language lie ahead. For once you find yourself in the midst of those telltale bumps in the night and the haunting howls of host laughter and cinematic judgment, there is no turning back. Choose wisely.
Mayor? Mayor, somebody left this for you.
For me? Who was it?
I don't know. It was already inside when we got here. Maybe got a secret admirer, huh?
You in on this, Mabel?
I'm afraid not, Mayor.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't look at me. I didn't have a thing to do with it.
Oh, well, hell. I've been looking for an excuse to get off this miserable diet Mrs. Hanniger has me on. Thanks, Howard. If there's one thing I like better than Christmas candy, it's Valentine's candy. Have some.
Hey.
Oh.
Who said it?
From the heart comes a warning filled with bloody good cheer. Remember what happened as the 14th draws near.
Hi, hello, and welcome to a special Valentine's Day edition of Monster Madness, the podcast that knows love hurts, but not usually with a pickaxe. But before we get into the episode... Oh, no, I have to fucking introduce you. I forgot. Matt's here.
You don't have to, but I think 1 to 3 people out there enjoy my involvement.
Is Seth 3 people?
I know I'm going to get a text from him right now saying, I'm 2 people! And that's a worst episode ever reference.
Before we get into the episode, the plugs. You can find Monster Madness on all your favorite podcasting platforms, social media sites, and things of that nature. Matt does stream video games, and occasionally I join him. And you can also stream drums. He also streams drum sessions from time to time. So you can check that out on our Twitch channel as well as our YouTube. We upload all of our streams there. So if you miss it, that's my cat. You can catch it. Did you hear him meow?
Nope. But you know what that means.
Pussy Doodles! We need a Pussy Doodle segment where we just talk about our animals.
Okay.
If you'd like to support this show, you can do so in many different ways, such as Patreon, buying merch, or donating to the show, leaving a review, And also, guys, send us some emails. Say hi, recommend something horror-related, make fun of us. I don't give a shit. Either which way, we'll read it on the show. We'll chat about it. We want to interact with you. All the links for everything will be posted in the show notes. Also, Matthew, I don't even think you know, happy 100th episode, and it's an episode of love. Nice. Real classy. But yeah, it's our 100th episode of Monster Madness, which is fucking bananas. I cannot believe we have done this. We've done this over 100 times because we have redone episodes.
It's very nice of you to word it that way, but we can all just, we don't have to lie to the people. I usually fuck something up. And the end result is that we have to re-record things because sometimes when I'm drinking, I forget to hit save.
I'm sure I fucked it up at least once or twice. The Krampus episode, the long for lost Krampus episode.
Krampus!
With our wonderful Alyssa is, just lost to the ether, man, because I lost that audio.
We could redo it.
Yeah, we could do that this Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm already excited for Christmas again.
Stop that.
All right. Well, we're not going to do too much of the hubbub because this is a special holiday bonus episode for you guys. Matt's already rubbing his nipples. He's so excited for the fest of love. So screw popcorn, grab your candy hearts and a box of chocolates. Today we are diving into My Bloody Valentine from 1981, the slasher that turned a holiday of romance into a bloodbath.
It started 20 years ago. It was the night of the Valentine's Day dance at the Union Hall. The biggest event of the year. It had been a tradition for over 100 years. Everybody was there except for 7 miners who were out at the Haniger mine. 5 of them still down below. 2 supervisors were waiting for the men to come up. Anxious to get to the party, they left before the men were safely out, failing to check the methane gas levels in the tunnels down below. The 5 men were buried alive as the town continued its party. For 6 weeks, we dug round the clock to try to save them. After we broke through, 1 man was found alive. I was the one who found. Harry Warden spent the next year in the state mental hospital. Exactly 1 year later, on Valentine's Day, he came back to town. He killed the 2 supervisors who had left their posts the year before. Then he cut out their hearts and stuffed them into heart-shaped candy boxes. That night at the dance, we found the boxes, blood dripping out the sides. Inside was a note, a warning from Harry, never to hold a Valentine's dance ever again. Every February 14th, Harry comes back to town, his pickaxe stained with blood, waiting in the shadows of the Haniger mine, just for someone to kill, should they not heed his warning. It could be you. I know what I'm saying. Forget about having a party at all on Saturday night.
The only good part about this movie was the almost sex scene that happened in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, I have comments about that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
She jerked off his mask hose.
I was highly uncomfortable during that scene.
I was highly erect.
Ew. I hate all those, that sentence just put together. It's just, I don't like it. My Bloody Valentine is rated R. It was filmed from September 22nd to November 1st, 1980. It was released on February 11th, 1981. It falls into the slasher, horror, and mystery genre, as a runtime of 90 minutes if you're watching the theatrical version, not a whole whopping 93 minutes uncut. It was directed by George Mahalka, and it was written by Stephen Miller did the story, and John Bier did the screenplay. It was produced by the Canadian Film Development Corporation, which I called that Canadian shit because they said a boot quite a bit. It made me feel happy. It was distributed by Paramount Pictures. The music was done by Paul Zaza, which was a big thing that kept coming up when I was researching this movie. Paul Zaza did this. Paul Zaza did that. It's just kudos to Paul Zaza. Special effects were Thomas Berman and Ken Diaz. Our main cast is Paul Kellman, Laurie Haler, Neil Affleck. I wonder if he's related to Ben and Casey. Cynthia Dale, Alf Humphreys, Don Franks, Larry Reynolds, Peter Cowper, and Patricia Hamilton. Some taglines that we have. Harry's out to steal your heart. Cross your heart and hope to die. Heart, period, burn, period. Nice. This Valentine's Day, romance is dead. Sarah, be my bloody Valentine. It's such a cool movie. You'll want to see it over and over again. That might be my favorite one. Roses are red, violets are blue, one is dead and the next is you. There's more than one way to lose your heart, ... And finally, Valentine's Day will never be the same again, ... Meh, they weren't horrible. Heartburn I didn't like.
They were all pretty bad.
Cross your heart, hope to die. The Valentine's Day, romance is dead. The Cole movie, that was so corny. That, you know. But anyway, do we have a budget and box office, Matthew?
Yeah, sorry, I was doing a deep dive on Paul Zaza real quick. The budget was $2.3 million, which is 7.9 million in America, and 5.7 is the box office. I gotta switch my numbies around here.
That's fine. You take your time with your inflation calculator.
19.6 million.
Not horrible. That's a lot more than I expected.
But I wonder. I mean, it came out Valentine's Day weekend, so I have to assume that the only reason it did well is because people wanted to do something different, so they went and saw this when it came out because it was a horror movie.
Yeah, and you have to think the 80s, the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s was a really big time for just slasher horror films. People were excited. They just wanted to see that type of shit. Anyway, So we're going to get into the plot of My Bloody Valentine. So again, this is some of my own writing. This is some theft. There's a lot of shit going on here. Not Wiki, though. Because Wiki just, I can't take it the grammar anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you let fucking anyone write words.
So, our movie opens deep underground in the tunnels of the Hannigan mine. Two miners dressed in a full protective gear silently walk through the dimly lit caverns. Their breathing is heavy, a la Darth Vader, kind of? Like, it was weird. Creating a tense atmosphere. Not to me, but, why are you so winded? Suddenly, one miner removes their gear, revealing a blonde woman who one may say that she has bodacious bazongas. No? Nothing?
I wouldn't call them bodacious or bodacious maybe, bazongas no.
You sent me that meme. I thought that would get you fucking rolling.
No.
Oh my god.
No, her tater tots aren't big enough to be bazongas.
Listen, any boob is a good boob.
Well, I didn't say it was a bad boob. I'm just saying if we're going to call it a bodacious bazonga, it needs to be of a certain weight class, and that is not what this lady is throwing.
I resent that comment for numerous reasons. Anyway, she seductively unzips her... I really wish he just did like when a dog gets confused and their head almost goes like 360. Just completely, what? She seductively unzips her jumpsuit, exposing a red heart-shaped tattoo above her breast. However, as she reaches for her companion's mask, and as Matt so eloquently put before, vigorously stroked his mask tube, the other miner suddenly becomes very aggressive, and without warning, he slams her against the mine wall and impales her on his pickaxe. The weapon bursts through her chest, which was, I actually gasped a little bit because I didn't think that this was going to be super gory. And not to say that it was the goriest thing I ever saw, but it was like chunks and flesh like coming right through her chest. Kind of gross. The camera lingers on the sight of her twitching body as the masked killer tilts his head, admiring his gruesome handiwork, stealing some of Mike Myers' moves right there. Then we are introduced to the Valentine Bluffs, a small, quiet, working-class mining town where coal is the lifeblood of the community. The streets are decorated with hearts, streamers, and banners as the town prepares for its first Valentine's Day dance in 20 years. Don't you wish you lived in a town that had Valentine's Day dances?
Yeah, I don't think any school I ever went to had a Valentine's Day dance, to be fair.
Are you serious?
Maybe
they had
in
to
like
have.
middle school. Well, I don't know if it was necessarily like a Valentine's dance. I know for a fact high school didn't.
Like a sweetheart dance.
Or
maybe your subconscious just blocked it out because...
No, I'm assuming so in middle school you would have dances, and I'm guessing at least one of them fell around Valentine's Day between my school and the public school one, but I don't remember.
Did you go to prom?
Mm-mm.
No proms ever?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever been to a school dance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I went to homecoming a bunch. I went to a different school's homecoming when I was still in middle school.
Nice. Player.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to prom?
Didn't want to.
Do you regret it?
No, not one fucking bit. I'm still in contact with like 2 people I went to high school with. I don't talk to them frequently, but if I see them, I talk, but that's about it.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Like, dances weren't my thing. They never were my thing. And I was never really dating anyone for it to have to go.
I thought your nickname was Maddie Two-Step, though.
Different kind of two-step. You're thinking something far different. I was talking about a hardcore dance two-step, which is also, I've never hardcore danced seriously in my life. We used to do it in the streets after shows, but like funny ones, that's about it. I'd hurt myself if I tried to do it right now. So
what you guys don't realize is that Matt, if you look really closely in that video of those goth techno kids doing that fucking crazy dance, he's in the background.
I am the background.
So now in the movie, we meet our main characters, a group of young miners who are looking forward to the fun Valentine's event. So we have TJ, a rebellious son of the mine owner who recently returned after failing to make it on his own elsewhere. His return has left him bitter, especially since his ex-girlfriend Sarah is now with his old former friend Axel. Now, Axel is a well-respected miner, but he has a very bad temper and he has always been jealous of TJ. Then there's Sarah, the third in this little love triangle. She is the main female, the one you're going to be paying attention to the most in this movie, and she is caught between a very hardcore love triangle between TJ and Axel, with, based on those names alone, just dump them both.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have Hollis, Patty, Howard, and Mabel. I'm just going to name them. You don't need to know any other facts about them. They're all fucking your atypical.
The gang's all
early
here.
80 Yeah, basically. Gang's all here. Fucking SpongeBob. Despite the town's excitement for the event, Mayor Hanninger and Chief Newby are uneasy. This is the first dance since the tragedy of Harry Warden. Now, who is Harry Warden, you ask? I'm going to tell you. In 1961, there was a mine disaster. 20 years earlier, on Valentine's Day, an explosion occurred in the mine due to pure negligence. The town's 2 supervisors left early to attend the Valentine's Day dance, failing to check the methane gas levels. The explosion trapped 5 miners underground, leaving them buried alive for 6 weeks before rescuers finally reached them. But there was only one survivor, and that was, you guessed it, Harry Warden. But he had survived only by eating the bodies of his dead coworkers. Driven insane, he was institutionalized at the sanitarium. Matt, how long would it take you in this type of situation before you just start eating people?
Oh, I did not expect that question to go that direction. I was loaded up to be like, shorter than it took you to finish the sentence. I have to assume I would probably just be like, you know what, I'm going to die down here, so let's just, you guys can feast upon my loins.
Feast upon this flesh.
I don't know. And that's a fair question, because our sweet friend Seth got me into watching Yellow Jackets, where that is a theme of the show. And I was like, I don't feel like I would be able to eat my friends. But when you're faced with that or death, you kind of...
Give me death.
Yeah, no, I would much prefer death at that point, but...
Now, my question is, because I don't think that they specify this in the film, this explosion trapped 5 miners. Now, I'm assuming, and that's miners with an E, not with an O, did 4 of them die and Harry was the only one who survived the explosion and he just started eating them? Or is he fucking idiot and then he's eating them?
I don't know if this topic was ever meant to be discussed in such detail.
Well, we're here, man.
No, I know, but it's just like they're probably things I never thought about, and I'd like to think, for the sake of hilarity, that it was like within 5 minutes, and he was just like, "We gotta start eating someone."
Harry, what the fuck are you doing? That's my leg.
I'm not even dead.
All right, so 1 year later on Valentine's Day, Harry escaped and went on a murderous rampage, killing the 2 negligent supervisors. After cutting out their hearts, he left a warning, which is this is the best. If Valentine's Day is ever celebrated again in this town, there will be blood. Now, Matt, have you ever seen the movie There Will Be Blood?
No. I know what it is. I have an idea, but I have no interest in watching it.
That's fine. I don't think it's a movie that's like on your radar, because I don't know. It's a good movie. I'm not gonna say it's not, acting chops wise, I guess. And I haven't seen it in a long time. But have you ever seen the milkshake scene?
No, I haven't.
I kind of want you to Google There Will Be Blood and I Drink Your Milkshake.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. If the video is less than like 2 minutes, I say watch it.
It's 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
Okay, that's fair. I can live with that. Because basically you have this miner, or not a miner, he's an oil driller crossing streams. And he hates this younger dude.
I feel like I've seen this before. Like this scene.
You might have. It's pretty fucking iconic because he just starts fucking flipping out. And he's like, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. And he does this weird little fucking walk with his finger. I'm going to insert that right here. The I drink your milkshake scene.
If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw, you see. Watching. And my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Don't bully me, Daniel.
Pretty aggressive, right?
Don't bully me, Daniel. Ooh, a bowling alley.
Right? It's nice. It's a weird movie. I want to rewatch it now. Anyway, back to the movie we're talking about. Harry was supposedly recaptured and recommitted, but when Chief Newby calls the sanitarium for confirmation, there is no record of Harry Warden ever being there. Despite the warning, the young people continue to preparing for the dance. Mabel, the enthusiastic organizer for the town, decorates the laundromat alone that evening. Dumb. As she admires her decorations, she, of course, hears a noise. Suddenly, the masked miner emerges from the shadows. She tries to run, but the killer attacks her by brutally stabbing her with the pickaxe before cutting out her heart. The next day, Chief Newby finds Mabel's charred remains in the laundromat dryer, her body burned beyond recognition. A note warns him again to cancel the dance. If you ever celebrate Valentine's Day again, I swear to fucking God. What a hill to die on, literally. I mean, these people are dying left, right, and center all because of Valentine's Day. Are you a big Valentine's Day in your household?
No.
Heart-shaped steak?
Heart-shaped pizza.
Nice.
It's about as far as we go.
Same. You know what? I realized I've done the heart-shaped pizza. And then I realized I'm kind of getting gypped on pizza. So I just get the circular one.
I get a crust and make it myself.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
Well, I can't go to Domino's or Papa John's and get a pizza she can eat. So if she wants it.
That's fair.
So there's a bread place here that I think has a couple stores out your direction called Breadsmith, and they sell frozen like pizza dough. So we always have a couple on hand, so I'll just thaw a fucker out and then I'll just form it myself. And if I want to get real saucy, I'll make stuffed crust pizza.
Ooh.
Because pizza to her is just dough and cheese. So if I can put more cheese on there, maybe I'll do cheeseburger pizza.
She does like that. She has requested that from you.
Fucking nacho cheese sauce. Who doesn't like it? Communists don't. That's it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I drink your milkshake. It's stuck in my head now.
Drink it up.
Fuck you.
I drink it up.
It's so stupid.
Right? It's fucking crazy. I imagine your level of romance. Well, not your level of romance, but the romance that would work in your life. It's like not like rose petals leading to the bedroom, but more like cheese curds, pizza.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm saying that that's a good thing.
Sometimes I just look at her and go, hey, you mind if I just kind of wiggle around on top of you for a couple minutes? No, it never works. Never once has she been like, yeah, wiggle on me, daddy. Which, if she called me daddy, I would probably kick her out of my house. But
Am I leaving all that in?
Maybe take the daddy part out, but I don't care about the wiggle comment. It's not like she listens to this. And it's fucking hilarious.
The daddy comment's what made it for me.
I mean, you can leave it in. I don't care.
Fucking curd daddy over here.
Curd daddy.
The chief tries to keep the murder quiet, but word spreads quickly. The town cancels the official dance, but the young miners decide to throw their own private party at the mine. Double dumb. Meanwhile, the local bartender, who has warned the kids numerous times about Harry Warden, sets up a fake miner dummy outside the bar to scare them. But when he returns later, the real killer is waiting. The killer drives a pickaxe through his face, causing his eye to pop out. I liked that kill. That was a pretty sick kill. Made Brooke kind of really uncomfortable.
Mm.
So during all of this kerfuffle with murder, throwing a bitch in a dryer, decorating for Valentine's Day, canceling for Valentine's Day, just, mayhem, there is a very odd scene which gives off what I like to call the Duck, Duck, Goose vibes, where it's like, this fits, this kind of does not fit at all. So Duck, Duck, Goose. It's when TJ and Sarah meet up randomly and they kiss, rekindling their love. And there's this weird filter over the scene. You probably completely blacked it out at this point, even though you watched it maybe 3 hours ago. And it was kind of like a dreamy filter, that foggy looking shit. And the music was really corny. It was like straight out of a romance movie. And it was just very odd. I don't know why they put that in there. It was like a completely different director was just like, I need romance and I need it now.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like they had a hard time trying to decide if it was going to be a horror movie or a romance movie because it was like there were two people that wrote it. Maybe there was, maybe there were more, maybe there was. I don't give a fuck. But it's like one guy was like, well, we're going to do a love movie. And the other guy was like, we're going to do a horror movie. And then they just made the dumbest choices to try to meld the two.
Just touch the two.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you have a fuck scene that then turns out to be a murder scene. And then you got shit where there's weird filters and like it's fucking stupid. It's dumb.
Matt's man.
I lost so much time of my day today in which I could have been doing literally anything else.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Think about it as you're doing it for me. So it's not time lost because now we're having this fun conversation. You're now known as Curd Daddy. I'm going to make merch. It's going to become a whole thing. You're not Ravioli Boy anymore. You are not
Ravioli Boy was fucking hilarious.
It is, but you
the
have
fact
graduated.
that someone, I haven't even looked to see if we've had any new comments, but it's like the fact that someone took time out of their day to call me Ravioli Boy and a douche in one sentence proves how meaningless that person's life is.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still listen. I wonder that occasionally. I'm like, reach out. If you are the Ravioli Boy accuser.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
Please email us at monstermadnesspod@gmail.com. We want to talk to you. Do you still think Matt is a Ravioli Boy? Do you agree that he is the Curd Daddy? And also, fuck you, he's not a douche. Anyway.
I mean, you are what you eat, right? Just start drinking a douche.
Disgusting.
Nutritious and delicious.
Clean in the hole.
That's what the curds are for. Anyway,
the young people head to the mines rec room for a night of drinking, dancing, and debauchery. As the party continues, a fight breaks out between the love triangle, of course, and then several couples wander off and separates the group. Because, of course, you gotta fucking break everybody up, because if it's 10 people against one dude with a pickaxe, they're losing. Now, when you were watching this, did you have any inkling of who the killer was?
No, mostly because I just wanted it to end.
Similar to my life. Also, follow-up question, not related, but also related to the movie.
3 times a week? Oh, I thought you were going to say how many times a week do you wish that you wouldn't wake up?
Oh, I thought that was your masturbate scale. So
You think I'm only cranking hog 3 times a week? I've cranked it twice since we started.
Wow, that's skill. Sneak a crank. So
real sticky pants over here.
That's disgusting. The mines. Would you go down in a mine?
No, I have been in a cave before, like when I was a kid, and I just have no interest in going back.
Yeah, I have an issue with going underground.
I don't really care about that. Like if it was a big open cave, I would go back into it. But the one we went into is like legit spelunking cave, and someone got stuck in the entrance.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of caves and shit around here that you can go in. And I would do that. Like I think down near Madison, there's a hotel you can stay at that's underground. Like I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit about it.
If it's a big open space and I can't really tell that I'm underground, as long if I'm in a cave and it's like big and I see like fucking.
What about like an underground parking structure? Are you weird about those?
That's okay because I know that 1, I can get the fuck out, and 2, it's open. It's not like. I'm not in the descent where I'm like crawling through cracks and shit. I would never ever do that because that's claustrophobia to the nth degree. And I don't even have claustrophobia. Like I'll get in an elevator, I'm fine.
You don't have claustrophobia yet.
Sidebarring too, like movies like The Descent, or like you read those stories of that guy who got trapped. I think it was called the baby's cradle or something, or the cat's cradle, where he literally got stuck and couldn't back out. And he just died. They could not get him out.
Pretty sure it was a cat's cradle. That's what they were calling it.
Right.
But yeah.
Something cradle. But yeah, he's literally just, his head is down. His feet are like slightly up. He's just stuck there. And he knows he's going to die a slow and painful. I'm sweaty. I don't like it.
So that goes back to your earlier question about how long would it take me to eat someone. And it's like, I think I would rather just be the first to die than to be put into a position to be like, well, if I'd like to live to get on the other side of this, because no one ever gets out of a traumatic experience and is normal.
Fair.
Yeah, some people go and live great lives, whatever, do good shit, but they're always fucking insane. So just end me.
Yeah, I'm similar vibes. If I see like a situation going awry, deuces. I don't need to partake in that. It's like, oh, well, if the world ends, don't you want to, see what the other side's going to be like? No, because I've seen enough dystopia and watched enough zombie movies to know I don't want to fucking live my life constantly in fear and everybody's stinking. Mm-hmm. I'm too desensitized. I need things to be fresh.
You wanted this recorded. So we were talking before we started recording about how Judy shit on the floor for the first time ever. And I thought I was smelling my own balls. So, like, I'm not in a dystopian future. I could literally go and apply soap to my genitals and fix the situation.
It wasn't his genitals.
No,
He
it was the dog
literally-
shit. Judy pooped on the floor. It's been super windy and cold. I don't blame her. She's a sweet angel.
Yeah. She is. I love that picture Alyssa sent to us earlier.
Yeah, that's just Judy in a nutshell.
I know. She looks like a little old granny.
Yeah.
Judy is a perfect name.
That's why we kept it.
I understand. All right. So, point of my story is a mine I would never fucking do. It's too small. It's too cramped. Horrible. No, big nope. Anyway, Sylvia and John wander into the shower room, assumingly alone, with all the miner uniforms hanging above them, which I found weird because that can't be like an enjoyable place at all. It looked very dirty, dusty. I 1000% would need my inhaler multiple times. And then they're just like randomly trying to fuck. And then he's like, oh, just pull the cord. And then they have miner gear falling on top of them, which is easily probably like 15 pounds of gear. That's not going to feel good.
People fuck in bathrooms. Do you think a coal miner's dressing room is going to deter someone?
I'm just speaking to anybody who fucks in a bathroom. Look at your life. Look at your choices. There are so many other places.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a little bit of poop particles in your vagina hole.
Oh, God.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't. Anyway, John leaves to go get beers, and Sylvia is suddenly attacked. The killer grabs her from behind and impales her through the shower head. Michael and Harriet sneak off for an intimate moment in the mine cart, and they are later discovered impaled together with a giant mining drill. Hollis is investigating their disappearance because he's all pissed off because they're only supposed to go down to the mine to look at the mine, impress the ladies, then go do their little Valentine's Day fuckery. But no, everybody fucking starts disappearing. But then Hollis, my favorite character, is attacked with a nail gun. And by boy, he tried. He tried real hard to survive. But once you get a fucking nail to the brain, I think it's game over. So he stumbles back and he dies in front of Patty and Sarah. Patty is his girlfriend, who literally cannot keep her shit together from this moment on.
Yeah, goddamn it, Patty.
But eventually she's killed, so you don't have to worry about her anymore. So Sarah and TJ are the only ones left, and they attempt to flee because TJ and Axel go down into the mines, to try and find where the fuck everybody went because everybody's just dying.
Quick sidebar. The whole time I watched this movie, the only enjoyment I got out of it was thinking about the Minecraft meme where they were talking about how, and whatever, we got the kids out of the mines, and then into 2020 they just do nothing but play a game called Minecraft. And the kids yearn for the mines. Yeah, that's really the best part about watching this movie was that I just kept repeating that in my head.
Fucking Minecraft heebies my jeebies. I love that game.
No, I don't. I played it once with you and never looked back.
You played it more than once, but it's not your vibe. You're not like, you like simulators, but that's way too in depth of a simulator of just like having to create everything.
Well, I got back into Sons of the Forest with Glitter and her husband and another one of their friends, and like we played the shit out of it for a little bit and then stopped, and I was just kind of like, all right, cool. But I like built a fucking church, and we did a ton in that game in a very short period of time without actually playing the game. But at least there you could like go play the game if you get sick of building.
Yeah.
Minecraft is just that.
It's just literally mining. You're mining to find all the materials so you can make the stuff that you need to beat the game. It's
wait. So you're telling me that the purpose of the game is to mine and craft, and they just put the two words together to name it?
Yeah. Are you just realizing this?
No, I'm pointing out how fucking stupid that is.
Don't you fucking slander Minecraft. I will quit on our 100th episode right now.
No, you won't.
I know. Don't use my fucking shit against me.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So, Sarah and TJ attempt to flee but are confronted by the killer. A brutal fight ensues between TJ and Axel, and they battle with... I almost said battled with dicks. Pickaxes, not dick axes.
Oh, that would have been way better. Just
That
two
was
guys just fucking hip thrusting boners at each other.
What a Freudian slip. You know what? Someone needs to create a porn where that happens. But it's not really porn because there's no intercourse.
It's just cockfighting.
Yeah, with dick axes.
Yeah.
But what would be the porn name for My Bloody Valentine?
Our hemoglobin soaked holiday.
I don't like that.
Well,
Hold on. Let's ask Chat GPT.
Our menstrual cycle.
Ew. What would be
Blood.
a good porn name for My Bloody Valentine?
Oh, man.
Don't let me down, chat. My Naughty Valentine. My Bodily Valentine. Mine Shafted.
Yes.
Deep Shaft Valentine.
That's a good one, though, too. I think I like Mine Shafted the best, mostly because there's a restaurant in Oshkosh called the Mine Shaft. So I'm just going to go in there and be like, I got Mine Shafted here.
So me and Chat have a good relationship. And it was like, do you want something more subtle or over the top? I was like, oh, over the top. So we got My Slutty Valentine. I think you're going to like this one.
Relentlessly pounded in the butt by the mine.
A novel by Chuck Tingle.
Yeah, a dingler.
There it is. So after these, it has like a little like snippet of just like why it named it that. So My Slutty Valentine says keeps it simple but amps up the raunch. And then there's My Nutty Valentine because, well, nuts. Mine Shafted, a deep drilling story.
Oh my God.
Oh, this one's aggressive. Pickaxe and Pussy, a love story.
Dick axe and pussy.
Tunnel of Love and Other Tight Spaces.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a couple of those were pretty fucking golden.
Look, I don't fucking like AI and what it's doing to the world, but that was funny as shit. That's what AI should be used for. My Nutty Valentine. Because nuts.
And also to make my performance reviews sound smarter.
There you go. So when the killer's mask is ripped off after they have their dick axe fight, it reveals that it is Axel Palmer. Dun, dun, dun. And then they do a flashback where Axel witnessed his father's murders at the hands of Harry Warden when he was a child. His father was the one of the negligent supervisors, and young Axel hid under the bed as he watched Warden rip out his father's heart. The psychological trauma festered over years, and Axel snapped, taking up the miner's mask and pickaxe, continuing Harry Warden's legacy. In the final struggle, part of the tunnel collapses, burying Axel. The police arrive, believing that the nightmare is over. But as they attempt to dig him out, Axel begins laughing. Before they can reach him, he severs his own arm and disappears deeper into the mine, laughing and singing an eerie Valentine's rhyme. Daddy's gone away, Harry Warden's made you pay. As TJ and Sarah watch in horror, Axel's laugh echoes through the mine, and that is when the movie ends. Would you cut your own arm off to get away if you just massacred a bunch of people? Think of the stake of mine. I think he did it at the joint, too. Like, he did it at a good part.
Yeah, I mean, if I decided that I didn't want to just die, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I would be in a position to slaughter a bunch of people and just be like, you know what? I better get to bed. I got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, but where the fuck is he going? The mine has to end eventually. Even though they did say, like, at some point, it was like, oh, this mine goes 400 miles. He's going to walk 400 miles in that dusty-ass fucking place with his fucking arm severed. Like, come on now.
Fucking
come on now.
Cheesesteaks.
All right, next segment of the show, now that the plot is over. Would we survive?
No.
Matt, would you survive? No.
No, because I don't want to.
Okay. For, argument's sake that you want to, someone's coming at you with a pickaxe. Are you fucking going crazy? Or are you just being like, welcome, sweet death? Hit me where it counts.
Well, that's the thing. So a pickaxe is a pretty slow swing. And if you see him coming at you, you should have enough reaction time to try to find something to stop him. But
I just have this image of you at one end of the room, fucking Axel at the other, and you're like, I see you coming.
Yeah.
I see you coming.
Like, start looking around. There's got to be a rock or something. Like, there are things that are probably nearby that could help your case, but you've chosen to just stand there
and die.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to think I would probably try to fuck him up.
It's like that scene in I think it's the first Austin Powers.
Yep.
If you've seen that.
Yep. The steamroller. Yep.
Yeah. No. It's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
So good. All right. No, I'm not surviving either. Because here's the thing. I've said this already, and I will say it mostly every movie. I'm not putting myself in this position. I don't fuck with lore or curses or killers telling me not to do shit. I get one post-it note that says, don't have a Valentine's Day party or I will fucking cut your heart out. Done. I don't even know what Valentine's Day is at that point. What's a heart? I just completely become ignorant to the whole situation.
Have you ever seen It's come across on Instagram a couple of times, but it's like creepy shit of the internet. And it's a guy who's like, I can't remember his name, but he's singing in Spanish. He has like a mariachi band behind him, and you just see someone hand him a note. He reads it. He gets visibly very, very uneasy.
Yes.
And it was like the cartel saying, if you don't stop singing, we're going to kill you. And he just keeps singing, and then they never find him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's a fucking ballsy maneuver right there.
Yeah. Well, I guess it wasn't worth it because that man is dead. I don't know. I think they did find him, but he was fucking dead.
Well, yeah, I think you are right. I believe they did find him dead eventually, but he was never seen alive again. Is that fucking better for you? God damn it.
All right. We're dead. And now we're going to do some monster minutias.
We can't. We're dead.
Well, this is the ghost of Erica's past.
Damn you. Even after death, you do nothing but piss me off.
You're okay. The film was shot in authentic mines, which were often as much as 900 feet underground. Only certain light devices could be used in the mines because of the potential danger of methane explosions. No, thank you. No job is worth that. If you have to bring a canary down to make sure you ain't dying, I ain't fucking doing that job. According to the makeup effects artist Thomas Berman, one of his gory creations was realistic enough that the director threw up at the sight of it. It's pretty hardcore. Producers Andre Link and John Dunning said the film's origins came when they sought to find a holiday which a slasher film had not been set on during the slasher flick boom of the early 1980s, like we were just talking about before. Why is there a slasher movie on Valentine's Day? Because they fucking had slasher movies coming out left, right, and center. They settled on Valentine's Day, and in order to keep the idea from being copied, they made the film's working title The Secret, though they had the release title in mind the whole time. Most of the houses seen in the scenery of the film were company houses. Several of them are still standing. One of the makeup designers once shipped a dummy corpse to the set in a coffin, which caused much alarm when it arrived at Canadian Customs. According to the director, the actors and extras playing minors in the group shower scene were genuinely naked, even though they were filmed from the chest up. Man, let them keep their drawers on. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I feel like they did that shit a lot. Or the actors were like, yeah, I'll do whatever. Because they wanted to be actors.
Exactly. Do anything for a paycheck at that point. Quentin Tarantino has named My Bloody Valentine his all-time favorite slasher film. Really, Quentin? Really? All right. In the ending credits, the song line says, "And those still alive know the secret survives." This is referring to the movie's originally intended title, The Secret. Star Neil Affleck said that the identity of the film's killer was kept a secret even from the cast because the filmmakers liked the idea of the mystery being real among the actors. However, Affleck figured out that he was the killer when, after being cast, he was sent to the makeup effects department to be fitted for a fake arm that would be ripped off the killer in the film's finale. And finally, in a recent interview, I don't know how recent, actor Neil Affleck, who played Axel, the killer, revealed that he still has his miner helmet that he wore in the film. Which I always like that shit. Short, sweet, to the point. That's My Bloody Valentine. Now, are you yay, nay, or slaying this bad boy on this day of love?
Absolutely fucking nay. Slay. Absolutely everything. Just get it out of here.
Okay, so it's a slay for Matt. Mm-hmm. I would say a nay, because I never saw this one. I did see the one that came out in 2009, the remake.
I'd rather watch the 2009 remake.
I don't remember anything. I just remember Jensen Ackles is in it. I'm pretty sure he played Axel. Mm-hmm. I remember it being creepy, but I watched it in 2009, and I'm an old decrepit lady now, so I don't remember anything except Jensen Ackles. Ackles? Ackle. I don't know. Whatever. The guy from fucking Supernatural. That's the only reason I watched it, because I liked Supernatural at that time. But yeah, that is My Bloody Valentine. If you have a favorite horror movie that is on a holiday, let us know. Maybe we'll have a chance to cover it this year. I have some lined up, but I am willing to replace them. So stay away from cursed mining towns, my friends. And for the love of all things horror, never throw a Valentine's Day dance in Valentine Bluffs. Thanks for listening. I almost said watching. We're not cool enough to do a video podcast.
Not yet.
Online show. If we become rich and famous, I
for
will
sure.
do quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Matt's reactions are way funnier than mine. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. We will catch you on the next one. Happy Valentine's Day. Tell the people you know you love them. I love you, Matt.
Or don't.
I love you, Matt.
keep hearing a buzzing sound.
I love you so much.
Can't say it now. I'm in too deep.
Fuck you. Bye.
I love you too.
Oh.
It isn't Harry Warden.
Yeah, I know, TJ. I got a call from Eastfield late this evening. They said that Harry Warden died 5 years ago.
But then who is it?
It's Axel.
God. It was on Valentine's Day that Harry Warden killed Axel's father.
Henniger, I'll be waiting in hell for you! Harry, I'm coming. This whole fucking town is going to die! We're coming back, you bastards! Sarah, be my bloody Valentine. Daddy, gone away. Harry Warden made you pay.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.